And congratulations, you are the Football Writers Association Player of the Year. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's really special. Obviously, I won this award a few years ago, and when I first started off this year, I didn't have any expectations to win awards like these. So yeah, it's really special, and it's something that I'm really, really proud of.
Come on, let's have a look at it. Let's see it in all its glory. Oh, see, that is a nice trophy. That is a pretty
Yeah,
trophy.
it's similar to the one that I won before, so that's quite nice. It's going to sit next to it now, so they're going to look like little twins on there. So that's going to be really, really nice.
Exactly. And you mentioned it. Obviously, this is your second time winning it. You won it 3 years ago as well. My word, life has changed since then. Does this one mean something completely different to you then?
Yeah, I think so. I think for me, winning this award, and I think like obviously you never get to win these awards without the players that you play with and the staff that you work with. And for me this year, I've just seen a real different mindset from everyone, myself included. From 3 years ago, it's a really confident group. And I think for me, I think that has been the biggest difference, is the drive from every player, not just moments here and there. It's just been consistent all the way through.
I know you're always the first person to talk about the team. You're always sort of the first person to say, look, I wouldn't be where I was if it wasn't for my teammates and how hard we worked. But the last sort of 2 years for you have been just a completely different experience. You went public with your own sort of health problems and your own battle with pericarditis, the heart problems. So, just sort of how difficult has it been to even to get to this point? Has this point with individual awards and team awards even become unimaginable at some point?
Yeah, I mean, for me at the beginning of the year, I had no expectations on how my year was going to go. I remember speaking to people and the coach and Emma and everyone and just saying, I just want to get on the pitch, whether it's for 5 minutes, whether it's for 10 minutes. Like I had no idea, how my year was going to pan out. And I put in a lot of work behind the scenes, and, not just in pre-season coming here and training. I was going home and doing extra sessions, just because I was so motivated to come back and to be able to come back in a good way for my teammates. In them 2 years, the team had won trophies, we'd signed incredible players. I didn't want to come back in and be, someone that the team has to carry through the year. I didn't want to be the player that, brings the team down or brings the level down. So that was more my pressure to myself rather than pressure of playing well on the pitch. I didn't want to just be the one that gets carried along through the season. So yeah, I mean, it was difficult to have to start from scratch. I had no fitness level. I had no, hadn't kicked a football in 6 months. So I think for me that was the hardest part, was trying to build my level back up again, to come back in and not be the one who, like I said, is getting carried or can't perform at the level that everyone else has gone to.
You talk about your teammates. Obviously, they were there when you had to rush to hospital. They've been there by your side every day. I suppose this means something for you to be able to hold this up and sort of say, look, this is for you guys, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think everyone in this building knows that I play for this team. I play for every single person who walks in here every day. And I think I show that in my performances. I will run through a brick wall for these girls and for all the staff. And I think everyone can see that. And I'm just so happy that it's not like, obviously, I'm really, really humbled to win these awards and it's amazing. But I know that I would never be able to achieve anything that I have achieved without them, and not just what the performance has been this year. It's getting back, it's being able to support my team and everyone being so supportive of me. And like you said, being there when I was rushed to hospital, these things don't happen if you don't have good people around you. And I'm lucky that I have 50 plus in this building, and everyone is working together to make sure that we achieve something. And for me now, it's just to go on and win them team trophies. Those are the things now. It's just tunnel vision.
But Fran, obviously, we talk about your journey and your battle, but your football this season has been absolutely magnificent. It's been wonderful for us to watch. I mean, how would you sum up your form this season?
It's quite funny because I try not to get too ahead of myself with everything, and try and just stay level focused. And everyone talks about stats and everything, and I couldn't tell you any of the stats. I couldn't tell you like how many goals I've scored, how many like assists I've got, or whatever. I've really just kind of tried to put that to the back of my mind and just focus on the task that's in front of me. But yeah, I mean, it's funny because everyone talks about how well I've played, but I've been priding myself a lot on actually my defensive work. because that's something that I really wanted to improve on. It's something that I've not particularly been good at throughout my career. So that was something that I really wanted to try and drive this year. Is okay, I want to work harder defensively. I want to be better defensively. So for me, that's the one thing that I'm probably more proud of in myself, rather than, you know, anything else going forward. But I think for me, I've just enjoyed it. I've just enjoyed playing, and I think you can see that when I'm playing. I'm running around with a smile on my face. You know, of course, I will always take football seriously, and I want to win trophies with this team, but I love this sport. I love the game, and I want to show that when I play. I want to run with a smile around my face. I want to, you know, do well for everyone. And yeah, I think that's been the biggest thing that I've been proud of this year, is how much I've just enjoyed playing football again.